What up, Econ fans? Today we're going to be playing with a game called Millennium Village, a game that was developed by Columbia University in partnership with Jeffrey Sachs, the economist. Very cool game that helps us apply the concepts of economic development and things like microfinance, the poverty cycle, and so on. And we'll look at those concepts further in class. All right, now as you see, once you log in and you have begun a new game, you'll see that your family fund is $1,500, okay? Realize you don't have a small business yet, you have no capital there, and you have a village fund, you can organize your village, okay? And you'll see you have two menus here, okay? Now to start, you'll see you have two family members, okay? You can obviously work, okay? You decide how many hours in a day they're going to work. So we're going to start them out with 12 hours a day. You can also see their health from round to round, and you know, obviously they might get sick and so on. That might depend on the working hours and all sorts of other issues in terms of infrastructure and whatnot. Okay, so you make these decisions. We're going to start out with 12 hours. Realize you can close this menu. You can open up these other menus. You can see the calories that they have had in terms of intake of food. This will depend on how much food you actually have access to, and that will depend on what you grow. And what you can grow is based on where you put your time and effort. Okay, realize so you have your 24 hours from the 12 hours each family member has worked. So we're going to say 10 hours for farming. All right, now realize you can do some fishing. We're going to do 4 hours there. That's going to provide us more food. Possibly we can sell that fish as well. Fuel, wood, realize you need that for energy and for cooking, so we're going to go 3 hours there. Water collection, obviously needed for drinking. There's no resources. You're self-sufficient in this less economically developed village, so you have to do everything on your own. Obviously the community. Now we have 3 hours left here, so maybe we do a fourth for firewood, we do a fifth for fishing, and let's up water collection by 1. You can also do small business, but we don't have any capital for our business yet, so we cannot put any hours in for that. Let's do that. There you go. All right. What's going on here? All right, there you go. So we're all decided there. Now you decide on the crops that you can grow. All right, we have up to 4 fields to plant. So we can do all maize, and we could all do cotton, and those are decisions you need to make. You might want to diversify, realize drought is an issue, realize cotton needs to be brought to market, maize you can eat, or you can sell off to local nearby community members. So that's up to you. Now realize is, you know, you can look into making this decision. They provide you with all sorts of other information. The help page we'll look at in a second. All right, so we can close that menu. Okay, you can also, depending on how much money you make, invest in things like bed nets, stoves, propane tanks, fertilizer, seeds, high yield seeds, a boat for fishing, a net for fishing, and so on. Okay, now if you go to the help menu, you'll see you can get an idea as to what those things might actually do for you. Okay, the help menu will bring you to an area here, and you'll see that you have access to all sorts of different information. Okay, so you can click on different things. So if you go to Sim Elements, they'll bring you to a page that gives you a rundown of all the different language, as well as what these different things might be used for. So if you want to get an understanding of why you might want a bed net, you can click on that page. It'll open up to, you know, an explanation of the situation, malaria in a lot of different sub-Saharan African countries and other less economic developed countries, and so on. Okay, so you have all sorts of different tools at your fingertips. Anyway, we can make those decisions. Now I wouldn't invest in anything just yet because obviously we don't have much money to begin with. And we want to make sure we have enough from year to year. Okay, okay. Last but not least, you can make decision here. Okay, in terms of investing in your small business, I wouldn't do that just yet, but also realize you can take out a micro loan. You can take out up to $3,600 at an interest rate of 2.5% and return that over 8 tries. Now, I'm going to stop for now. We're going to, in the next video, we'll talk to you about how you would then make decisions in regards to your village. Okay. Now, once I've made decisions in terms of my family and later on with your village, you would then hit end turn. Okay. That is going to then pull up a summary of what has happened. Okay. So your cotton was sent to market. You've made a loss. So okay, that's not good. Unfortunately, then that could be due to the cost of production being higher than the price. Okay, that's an issue.